Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review of Juli Gold Halfcast Oil. This review was requested for. Please stay tuned for the review. Thanks for staying. The Juli Gold Halfcast Oil claims to be an extreme whitening face and body oil that whitens the skin without cream. The oil specifically claims to be active on whitening, dark spots, anti-aging, sunburn, glow and moisture, dry skin, and dark areas. The ingredients of this oil are carrot oil, tocopherol, propylene glycol, lactic acid, glycerin, jojoba oil, and almond oil. And that's it for the overview of the Juli Gold Halfcast oil. But before I go on to the user reviews, I'd like to add that the oil, the one you see in the white bottle and the one in the transparent bottle, they are the same oil. So don't think maybe if you bought the white, you think you bought fake, or if you bought the transparent one, that's the original. No, they are the same thing. They just package them in those two different bottles. Now moving on, let's now hear what the actual users of this oil are saying about it. The first user I have here said, I tried it, no result. Okay, the next user said, very good oil, it gives your skin nice complexion. Okay, the next user said, this oil gives stretch marks. So okay, the next user said, yes, the oil is good, I use the white one, I am loving my skin so far. Okay, the next user said, it's not working on me. Okay, the next user said, Juli Gold makes me black, what should I do? Then someone replied this comment and said, same here dear. Okay, the next user said, it's darkening my hand, hit it. Okay, the next user said, the oil is very good. Okay, the next user said, it's giving my face white patches. Okay, the next user said, I bought mine 10k, it's so nice on the body. Okay, the next user said, the next user said, it's making me black, what should I do? Okay, the next user said, it doesn't work for me, it makes me more dark. Okay, the next user said, I'm using it and it's very nice. Okay, the next user said, the thing no work for me. Okay, the next user said, this oil is the real deal, no capping. Okay, the next user said, not working for me. Okay, the next user said, it's really working for me. Oh, very, very, very good. And my friends too. But the secret is you need to exfoliate your skin 3 times a week. Okay, the next user said, my sister, all these people just advertise. Oh, doesn't work, nothing. Okay, the next user said, it doesn't work for me, I don't know why. Okay, then the last user I have said, doesn't work for me too, I just wasted my money. All right, and that's it for the user reviews. Now, this Juli Gold oil does not whiten. Forget about the half-cast and extreme whitening they wrote on it. All those things are just marketing gimmicks just to attract people to buy it. Well, the oil lightens some people, but even the lightening strength of the oil is not much. That's why there are a lot of users complaining, it's not working for me, it didn't work for me, it's making me dark, and so on and so forth. Anyway, the oil is actually a good hydrating and glowing oil that can also help even out complexion because of the lactic acid in it. And in fact, apart from the lactic acid in this oil, every other ingredient in this oil portrays it as a hydrating and skin glowing oil, not a whitening oil. I mean, it has carrot oil, it has jojoba oil, it has almond oil. All those are not whitening oils. They're not even lightening oils. They're just skin brightening oils and hydrating oils, nothing more than that. So if the reason why you want to use this oil is to whiten your skin with it, you may be disappointed. But if what you want is a hydrating and skin glowing oil that can even out your complexion, then you can try this Juli Gold oil. And the consistency of the oil is a little bit thick, just a little bit, and it can be used directly on the skin. But note that using it during the daytime while you frequently get exposed to the sun can cause hyperpigmentation. And that brings me to the end of today's video. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.